Katie, you look beautiful, and I love your new background.
It's just a tree.
I
was like, I put it on the ground. It was too short, and I have a table coming with like a nesting table underneath it. So that's where that will go. But I was like, well, I need some color. It was just all white and boring.
Yes. I mean, I love a clean white background, but no, I love the dimension. That tree is so cute. Is it, okay, you're not a faux plant girly, are you?
No, but this is faux.
Okay, it doesn't look faux.
Thank God. I like researched like good ones, but it's carpet. So in my primary bedroom, there is a living room off of my primary, and it's almost bigger than the actual bedroom.
Ooh,
and so that's where I am right here, and I have carpet. So I didn't want to get a real plant and risk it leaking or staining the carpet because it's white carpet. I would have never chosen this, but it's like builder grade, whatever. Yeah. So I was like, I have to get a fake one up here.
No, but it's super cute. And you know what? For my podcast room, well, first of all, I can barely keep my kids alive. I don't know how I'm going to be keeping like real plants alive. And I wish I was a real plant girly. My sister, granted, she has no children, right? And so she pours her heart and soul into her plants. And let me tell you, it is so impressive what she's been able to do. She nurtures plants. Like she brings in plants like off the street.
Wow.
And like literally just like brings them back to life and like shows us pictures in like our family chat. It's actually really cute. Her and my dad are both totally into it. But my dad does cactus and he has like this flower that blooms. It's like the cutest thing ever. But I'm so jealous because I don't know how to keep stuff alive. I mean, like I said, we're doing Grubhub every night for my kids, so they're lucky that they even get a meal. Thank God for delivery service. Otherwise, my kids would not eat.
You're like it or else.
This is true. Yes. God, I love delivery.
Me too.
Yes. Love the background. I want to see it all come together. I was just telling you off mic that my background is from 6+ years ago when we first moved into this house, and I was only doing true crime content. And so it's a lot of like true crime stuff. Like over here, I have my like detective wall and a lot of like old cases that I've covered. I've got Mary Carol McDonald's FBI wanted poster.
I love that.
That came into my bank and ripped it off for $15 million. But yeah, so I need some updates. I don't know if I want to stay dark in the background, if I want to go light, I need stuff. I think I need like some vines on the wall in the back. I don't know. Something.
Yeah. I was looking on Pinterest, like podcasting backgrounds. They have like a whole section, and it was a lot. I took a lot of ideas from it. I think Pinterest is,
And Pinterest is my best friend. The only thing I want to get away from is like, I don't want to Hobby Lobby the shit out of it. I don't want to look like every other. I don't want to do those skinny slats of wood.
Everybody has that. I hate it.
Yes, the mini lap or the mini ship lap or whatever the heck it is.
I hate it.
I want nothing to do with it because everybody does it. So it's like I want to think of something that like not a lot of people have. It's unique to me. It's unique to my style and my aesthetic. But I don't know what that is yet. I really would love to hire a designer to just come in and do this shit. But
well, okay. I've been posting on TikTok that I am doing these home upgrades myself.
Yes.
Because Matt and I have hired people in the past that have cost thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. And we have moved a lot. We've moved across country. We've moved up from San Diego. And I'm done with that. I am sort of unemployed. So I have time to put into this. And also, I kind of like taking my time to pick things out, to curate my space, to figure this all out because it was so rushed before and it was like money. And now I'm like, you know what? I can take my time and enjoy this and pick out pieces and feel really good about it, and feel really,
I love that. And you have the ability, you have a good aesthetic anyway, you know what I mean? So I feel like you can pull a really nice home together. And I love what you said about taking your time. Like I said, we moved into this house 6.5 years ago, almost 7 years ago. It was right when COVID hit. We had all these, we renovated from the inside out. Everything has been touched in this house, which was so fun to do. However, it was during COVID. It was rushed. It wasn't with all the tradesmen and contractors that we wanted to use. It was who would show up. I acted as the what do you call it? The
general
the
contractor.
GC. Yeah, I ran everything. And it was like actually the most fun. It was very chaotic. But that being said, it was 6 years ago. It was rushed. I want to do it all over again. And I'm driving Steve crazy. So now I want to actually I want us both. We just made this investment in the condo at, our little beach pad. And so we're both kind of hesitant to spend like any money right now. But
of course,
I'm trying to convince Steve, like, okay, can we do a room? And I'm just talking decor, maybe some paint, but I'm not talking knocking down walls or anything like that. I'm just like rugs, furniture, blankets, paint, decor. I want really cool artwork.
Yeah.
It's easy, right? So I want to go, like you said, one room at a time. It's going to be really fun. I also think that I have the ability to pull it together. I do love this stuff.
Yeah.
But sometimes I struggle with certain things. But yeah, I don't know. It'll be fun. But the podcast room for sure. She needs a refresh. She needs a refresh.
My next feat is I've been looking at TikToks on how to DIY your own wallpaper.
Ooh, okay. I love a wallpaper moment, but I'm intimidated by
hard.
The install.
I know. Well, it's just in my powder bath downstairs, which is a box. So I'm like, how can I fuck this up?
You
say
can't.
That, and I will fuck it up.
Well, it's okay. And you know what? I want you to fuck it up and then tell me what not to do when I go to The only thing I do know is we got a quote for wallpaper in our powder room when we first moved in. And the only reason we didn't go with it is because, again, we were rushed. She basically was like, oh, but you need to treat the walls. You need to scrape the orange peel off or something like that. I was like, oh, I never thought of that. That sounds like
sand
extra
them
steps.
down. I know.
Yeah. I was like, oh, I don't know if I'm up for this. Like,
it's so much, but I'm going to do it. Next time Matt goes out of town, he's going to come home and there's going to be new wallpaper.
I love that. Okay. I cannot wait to see your journey and everything transform.
Yeah.
I have noticed that your makeup is looking very, well, it always does. Your makeup always looks super glowy. But what I love about your makeup is that it looks like you just literally threw it, you didn't have to try hard, but it just works. It looks very natural. Like, is this what's your daily, if you're going to podcast with me, what is your routine of how you put yourself together?
So I am now 42. Hate to say that out loud, but I am 42. So I used to wear concealer because I have dark circles and they're not from lack of sleep. They're just hereditary, right? And I've noticed that concealer cakes a lot.
Correct. Yes.
Okay. So I've been using instead, and it's game changer, it's just a color corrector.
And
it's a right? Because it's
all
you
use?
need. I use the Huda. It's like a peach. It's a peach liquid, and it's super hydrating. I always use a tinted moisturizer, tinted sunscreen on my face. And I went to a color analysis girl who literally holds up all the shades in front of you. And she was like, you shouldn't be wearing any black. Your hair shouldn't be black. You should not wear white. You need to wear creams and browns. And I was like, oh shit. But in that, I still wear creams and browns. I mean, creams and blacks and browns and whites and all the things. But in that, she told me what shades of makeup are best for my face. That was the best part of that color analysis. And she said you should be burnt browns, burnt oranges, burnt reds. I was like, you're right. So I've totally changed. So that actually really helped. And I watch a lot of tutorials, and luckily I had an amazing makeup artist who is now with Jen Pedranti, and she taught me a lot.
Well, I like to give to those who need it most,
There you go.
If you're like me, so.
I did. Just segueing here. My styling team, my makeup artist, my hairstylist, I gave to Jen to use because she couldn't get her own. I let her use mine, and then they jump ship on me, but it's fine. It's okay.
Well, I don't know how she's going to explain herself for the most recent episode, but we're going to get into that. Going back to you hit the nail right on the head. Now, I am a woman of a certain age. I am 48. I am a big age of 48, and I'm not age shaming. I am owning my age, but I also definitely have changed my makeup routine. It has been such a game changer. I don't know about you, but when I was doing my makeup this morning, I remember thinking okay, the area right under your lashes, your bottom lashes, that is a no-go zone. Yes. I do not put any drop of makeup, nothing, not color corrector, not concealer, because that is where you have the most folds and fine lines, and obviously on the outside too. But just like you, I use a liquid peachy pink color corrector, and it's Cali Ray, and it is been a game changer.
I've never heard of that.
Oh my God, I cannot recommend it enough. It is so hydrating, and it's Also, I think it's one of the ones that has like skincare built in. A lot of makeup these days has like
Ooh, love
skincare
that.
built
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
But it's just the consistency is perfect. Literally one teeny, 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 tiny dot on the back of my hand. And then I dip my little brush in. I just dab the purple areas. Like you, I have some discoloration or what do you call it?
Right.
Like some darkness under my eyes and
Right.
in the corners. When I tell you, I just lightly dab it on the smallest, tiniest amount. And it has been such a game changer. Literally at the end of the day, I'm not upset with like any kind of like crazy creasing or caking. Caking is the worst enemy as we get older, right? Like, so I'm with you. I think you and I have a similar routine, to be honest. I am very big on tinted sunscreen or any kind of tinted moisturizer. Cause like I don't really wear foundation on a daily basis. Foundation for me is like if I'm going somewhere and I need to do like a full beat. But if I'm just like working from home or going to see you to hang out for coffee or whatever, like it's going to be a tinted sunscreen all day, every day.
Same.
But yeah, your makeup is always, this is the problem I have with a lot of these housewives is that most of them are so gorgeous, but the overdoing of the makeup and the glam takes away from their beauty, in my opinion.
agree.
It's too harsh. Heather Dubrow is one of the worst offenders. That dark, structured, smoky eye is the death. It's worse than the cheetah print cardigan. It's worse than that.
That she has now worn 3 times, by the way.
Thank you.
Yes. No, it's bad. I've given her flowers in one time in our podcast episodes about her skin, right? Because whatever she's doing, whatever laser I need to know, because I did PicoSure one time. And first of all, I posted these TikToks about it. They ruined my eyes. I had to go to the eye doctor and get these medicated eye drops because they went too close to my eyeballs.
Yikes.
And afterwards, now I have brown spots. Because of it. So now I've just started using the La Roche-Posay Mela B3 to get rid of my dark spots because I can't use retinol. I can't use vitamin C. My skin like burns. It like burns off. My skin is so sensitive. So I need to know, and listeners, if you know of anything, good dark spot corrector, I've tried everything. I'm
tried tranexamic acid.
I have. I've tried the Mother Science one. It's called Malazacin. I've tried that. Now I've got the Mela B3 that has Malazacin and some other things in it to help because I had really good reviews. But man, this is not easy. I also think that's perimenopause. Our hormones are changing and we get some dark spots from that.
Yeah.
But Heather, whatever she's doing, I need to know. know.
That is true. She has beautiful skin. Going back to the dark spots, because I've also struggled with that, mostly from me laying out in the sun like an idiot with no sunscreen in the 90s.
Your skin is perfect.
Thank you. My face has responded very well to skincare, like a solid skincare routine over the last several years. My chest has also improved, but it's just, I need to go do an IPL. I need to just do like Tamra Judge. I was texting her the other day and I said, I know that you've done every laser under the sun. What is the best one for the chest? Because we're both white girls who spend a lot of time in the sun and we all get the same sun damage on our chest. So anyway, she was like, girl, life-changing, do the IPL, be done with it. Tell them to notch it up all the way. So I'm going to do that. But what I was going to say for you is another thing that is huge, I think, for sun damage, melasma, dark spots is proper exfoliation. So I'm sure do you do a chemical exfoliation on a regular basis?
Like a couple times a year, but it literally burns my skin off.
Okay, because you're sensitive.
My skin is so sensitive.
Have you tried mandelic acid?
No.
Okay, mandelic acid, I want to say is the lightest, most gentle, and it's a really good exfoliant. Talk to your derm first, or maybe do a little bit of Googling, but my sister has super sensitive skin, and she also has rosacea, and she uses mandelic, and she loves it. And it's not like glycolic or salicylic. It's not going to be, like I use glycolic, and that baby is like it.
Yeah.
You can feel it tingling, but my skin handles it well. So please look up mandelic. And then I also... Have you tried azelaic acid?
I have, and
Okay.
I get blisters. It burns my skin so bad. I mean, my skin is crazy.
Super
so I'll
sensitive.
try that. Yeah, I'll try that. I'll look it up for sure.
The other thing I need you to do, but we're going to get into OC, I promise. I think we're both stalling because we're pissed.
I yelled. I literally yelled at the TV.
the way I thought about you the entire time that I watched it this morning, and I know that you waited till the very last second and watched it this morning as well, because I just could, like you said, you put it so well. You're like, I am not going to let those fucking bees ruin my beauty sleep. I'm going to watch it in the morning. And I said, you know what? Good idea. Good idea.
I think that was wise, honestly.
Yeah. Oh, very wise. Well, this is why you look like you're glowing this morning. You look amazing. Okay. I will just want to have you settle a debate and then we'll get into this show.
I can't wait to hear this.
In our primary bathroom, my husband likes to just grab for whatever towel he sees hanging on the back of the door where we hang towels. He just grabs for any towel.
Okay.
I don't want him to grab my towel.
No.
I'm very, very particular about my pillowcase. I flip it every couple of days and then I wash it every 2 to 3 days. Like I like that. My towel too, because like when you get out of the shower, you're so clean. It's like, I want a very clean towel that's only been used on my body. And my husband is a very clean person, but it doesn't matter.
No.
Okay. Does Matt use your towel and is it okay?
Fuck no.
Okay,
Fuck no.
see?
No, I don't want your hairy asshole on my face.
No.
I literally, listen, Matt is a very clean person too. But some people are going to hate this. We don't use the towel twice.
Okay, that's fine. No, I don't hate that because actually it like grows bacteria.
Correct. And I'm a freak about germs. I Googled yesterday with my daughter because we're joking about this, about how I mopped the floor already twice yesterday. And we were joking and I was like, I asked Alexa, what is the condition called where you are afraid of things being dirty? And she gave us a long name, but afraid of germs. I can't use a towel twice. I cannot. I don't know what it is. But no, he is not allowed to touch my towels. No. We have separate towel drawers. We have separate towel. Like, I'm not doing that.
Yes. I've just tried to teach him and train him. And I'm like, babe, whenever I hang a towel, your towel is always going to be tan, sand colored or gray, light gray. Those are your towels. Mine are the mauve, the bright white. Like I'm just trying to like teach him the rule. Like, okay, if you see a bright white or a mauve or like a light, whatever, that's not your towel. Don't use my fucking towel. Yeah. It's mine. Now, when I wash my face, I definitely use those clean, those disposable.
Oh, cool.
Like the individual towels. Like I don't use an actual towel from our towel collect. Yeah, I use like individual, I think it's called the Clean Face Club because it's just, because again, it's just like it's your skin and it's like the towel's hanging there and it's got your dead skin cells on it.
I know.
I don't know.
Can I tell you?
I don't shame anybody. They can use a towel all week long. It's fine. I'm just saying, this is me.
Well, my favorite cleaning company is called Eco Koala. I talk about them all the time. The smell, the way they clean everything. They have... This is insane. They have a product that is an oxygenated bleach. Okay. And you only need a little bit and it cleans better than Clorox. It cleans better. So I only buy white towels so that I can bleach them to kill the germs.
Well, you know what? That actually is not weird to me. I love white linens, white towels, just like you said, so that if I need to bleach it, I can keep it looking I like a white towel too for that reason.
Love it.
Oh my gosh, I do that with my bed sheets. You mean to tell me you're not subscribing to Brianna Gunvalson's or whatever her new last name is, Culberson's fuck-ass oils company? Don't they have some cleaning products you could buy from her fucking MLM?
Oh my God, this pyramid fucking scheme shit.
Allegedly, but fuck.
But you could just Google it and we'll be right.
Just Google it and we will be proven correct, maybe allegedly, perhaps. Okay, should we get into the latest episode of RHOC in Vegas with horrible outfits?
Yes, I guess so. Let me look at my notes. I wrote down a lot of shit.
Okay, I did not make notes, but I am raging. We're going to back up and talk about it kind of in order-ish. We never really do, but ish.
Yeah.
Let's just go straight in real quick. Just straight up. Let's go straight in on Vicki Gunvalson being the biggest mom-shaming, trash person of a fucking Karen that you could ever be. And literally shaming Carmela over and over and over. And here's where it started for me. Here's where I got so fucking activated. When she looked at Carmela and she said, "Do you live in Orange County? Answer me. Yes or no?" Oh, bitch.
Well, by the way, did you notice who was standing next to her when she was asking that?
Absolutely.
The woman who doesn't fucking live in Orange County.
Thank you. So why is this a
Where's the
fucking
smoke for
problem?
Heather? Where's the
There's
smoke
none.
for Heather?
It is such it's a valid point that you bring up. And I think that Vicki just wants to be right. She just wants to hate on the new girl. She is a miserable scooter riding bum knee of a hag I have ever met in my life. I'm going to go in on Vicki. I don't care if you guys thought you were going to laugh in this episode. Think again.
I will.
You will. You will be very entertained by my rage. I am raging. And then the further she got into it, to say, my daughter, oh my God, 15, 14, my daughter would never be aware. Okay, hold on. Let's talk about your daughter. Are you talking about this?
Let's talk about your daughter.
Thank you. You want to compare Brianna to Carmella? Is this the same daughter who stood by her man and defended her man when he verbally abused her own fucking mom and a woman of a certain age at a party for daring to kick her tired feet up on Vicki's couch? Is that the same Brianna you're talking about? That's the one you're proud of?
And the same daughter that you abandoned for the guy that had so-called cancer. How about that?
Thank you.
You abandoned
Thank
your
you.
daughter and your son, quite frankly. So are you projecting just like you did to Kyle on Ultimate Girls Trip? Are you projecting again?
Correct. Vicki Gunvalson is the same woman when her daughter Brianna called out her boyfriend Brooks, that cancer scamming fucking asshole. When Brianna called him out on that reunion stage and said that you told my husband Ryan that he should hit me to keep me in line. Brooks ended up admitting it. Vicki got up, walked away, didn't want to hear any of it. And you know what her answer was when she sat back down? She said, well, he hasn't laid a hand on me. I haven't seen that. Oh, so your answer to your daughter is to minimize. Yes, to minimize her words. She's accusing your boyfriend of saying that her husband should physically abuse her. He admitted to doing it, and you essentially stood by him. You did. So Vicki is so off base for this. She's so disgusting. And do you know what made me literally rage more than I think I've ever fucking raged on this show? Is to see that hag with her bum knee in her fucking scooter riding off to her room saying, crazy town, after she just verbally accosted this woman for no reason and mom shamed her. You know the way I would have put a fucking bag of spiked marbles in front of that fucking scooter if I was Carmella? I would have fucked her scooter up and she would have done 3 turns, triple turns. I don't understand how Carmella held it together. I don't understand it. I think that maybe she was like probably in shock from the barrage of insults. And the last thing I will say, this is not the last thing actually, but I will say one more thing. Because I need to get your fucking reaction, Katie, because I thought about you during this. For Heather of all people to be the fucking hero, to think that she's the hero that's going to step in and shut Vicki down. Oh, Vicki, shut it down. We don't do kids. We don't. Oh, really, Heather? Are you the same Heather that literally dug up information on Katie Janella's very disturbing and traumatic, most traumatic time in your entire fucking life, Katie? She's the same one. I'm getting so angry. I'm sorry. I know you're crying. I'm so mad for you. I'm actually like really fucking pissed. This is the same woman. She purposely dug up information on you to make you look like a horrible mother. She fed it to Emily because Emily has the biggest, ugliest mouth on that fucking cast. She knew Emily would weaponize it against you on that reunion. And Emily said to you, basically, there's only 2 choices for what happened to you, Katie. She said it's either you were basically such a bad mom that you had to give up custody or something like that. Or she gave you 2, basically she made it 2
Unfit,
options. And
or like a drug.
it.
She was like a drug addict. Like, what?
Thank you. So either her 2 options for that happening to you was either that you're unfit or you're just on some sort of substance or whatever. She basically pinned you into a corner of, you had to have been a bad mom, Katie, for that to have happened. Those women did that to you, and they're going to sit there and try to act like they're the hero. Oh, now Vicki's gone too far bringing up the kids. I was fucking raging, and I'm so sorry that I made you cry. I'm so sorry, Katie. I was so angry for you.
No,
Walk me through how you felt.
It's like, I feel like I was doing the right thing. You know, I never thought that that part of my life would come out from some nasty ass bitch trying to make me look like a bad mother when literally all I've done is try to be the best mother. And to see them be like, oh, Carmela, your past with legal history makes you interesting. This is great. And you living in two different places, Gina said, different people have different parenting styles. But it wasn't okay for me to do that. It wasn't okay for me to let my son finish his school year in San Diego and Matt go down there every single fucking day and be with him in San Diego and him be in Newport on the weekends with us. You know, I was a bad mother. It's okay. We don't go for the kids. You have gone beyond. Emily said in her confessional, you sound like a buffoon, Vicki. What the fuck did you think you sounded like?
Exactly.
Like, it's so hurtful. And you know what the difference between me and Carmela is? What's the difference, Jamie?
Well, the difference is that you're not a white presenting woman. In my fucking very strong opinion, I don't give a fuck. Don't come into my comments and tell me, oh, you make everything about race. In this instance, I strongly believe it's about race. 100%. You are not a white presenting woman, and they didn't want to allow you to speak. They were going to be in charge with you. They were going to tell you how it's going to go down, and they were going to bully you, and they did. That's the difference I see. That is the difference I see.
Matt had a good point this morning. I was in bed. I was so pissed. And he goes, you know where the downfall is, Katie. You went into your first season listening to production and Gina, and you brought up the paparazzi. And he said, from that point forward, the ringleader, Mrs. Dubrow, would never let you be a cast member. She was determined the rest of your time to make you look bad because you outed her. And if it wasn't true, she wouldn't have had to do all that.
Agree.
You
she
know,
would have laughed it off.
Right. Instead, she was her ego. She was obsessed with me. Obsessed.
Correct. And she still is to this day. At BravoCon, she pinned our friend into the fucking corner, and all she wanted to do is, woe is me, Katie's so horrible, she did this to me, all she did was talk about you when I was in Tamara's suite. So she is obsessed with you. You dared to say something funny that everybody knows is fucking true, by the way. We all believe the paparazzi thing, and it was only confirmed later on in the season. But you dared to gossip, as they all do, and you were crucified for it because you embarrassed her. She has to come off pristine and perfect. You broke that perfect veneer. How dare you? She was going to take you down. And I'm not going to be fooled by Heather. Everybody's giving her praise in the comments. Oh,
they are.
Heather,
I can't believe it.
Thank God Heather stepped in and put Vicki in her place about, stood her ground and no, we're not talking about kids. Heather is only doing that because she recognizes that the audience hated the way she treated you last season and the season before. And she's trying to make up for it. This is not genuine. Do not be fooled by Heather Dubrow trying to be the hero. Shut it down, Victoria.
Let's not forget, she's an actress. Can we just please not forget that? This is why I'll never stop talking about it. So for people telling me, get over it, I'm not going to. You can actually shut the fuck up if you want to tell me that, because I literally won't get over it, because what these women did to me was so vile that I still have this reaction watching them treat this new girl. Oh, come sit by me. Oh, they go into her room to talk to her after she had the squabble with Vicki. How are you feeling? Are you okay? We wanted to check on you. I didn't get any of that.
No.
In fact, they just tried to ruin my life. They literally tried to ruin my life. My own quote unquote best friend on the show was so enamored by these women and the paycheck, because she is fucking broke, that she literally joined them to try to make me look like a fool. And I'm not the first friend she's done that to, because I just had lunch with two friends and she's fucked them over too. So she has a pattern of this. So I will never get over it, and I'll never stop talking about it.
No,
never.
As you shouldn't. And I will not either. I'm angry for you. I didn't go through it, but I'm so angry as I watch this. And I think about you, and I just think about these women are just trash. I mean that with my I will never take it back. I mean that. It is trash. They are trash. And the way that they treated you versus the way that they're moving in season 20, it's very eye-opening to me. And it's very obvious. They are trying to make up for their bullying and their racism from last season. That is what they're trying to do. And it is totally an act. It's all bullshit. And the way that they treated you was absolutely unacceptable. And Your bestie on the show, Jen Pedranti, didn't even fucking run after you when you got kicked out of Emily's house. Like they literally could not give a fuck that you were cast away. They wanted you to be. They're so happy that they don't have to deal with you anymore, Katie. Well, now they do, because now you have a fucking podcast and a YouTube channel that, by the way, is growing very quickly, both platforms. So sorry, ladies. You know what I mean? Like, we're going to talk about these things. Katie's not going to shut up. She has a point of view. And I'm interested to hear it, because what went down with you has never really happened on Housewives before. Yes, there's been some very dark moments for sure, but this was just different. And just to watch these women act like it never happened and try to make up for it this season, I can see right through Heather Dubrow and Emily, which, by the way, will you indulge me for a moment? I'd like to play your story if we can.
Oh yeah, please.
So if people have forgotten what Emily did to Katie at the reunion, and then let's compare it to what she said in her confessional about how Vicki treated Carmella. Let's just do that, because I think it's really interesting. Katie. Turn it up. Hold on.
I just have a question about, I saw an article and I read it, and it was about when you were first divorced, you didn't have physical or legal custody of your children. I don't understand how something like that happens, because here in California, for you to lose both physical and legal, you have to be unfit, or you sign papers and say, I don't want anything to do with my kids.
At the time, I thought, you know what? Right now, this is okay. You know, I was trying to get my life together to figure out how I could get them back. I never missed a time either. I never missed a time with my kids. That was horrible. Horrible time. I'm sorry, honey. It's okay.
Victoria is completely off basis. I think she's completely wrong. I think she sounds like a buffoon.
Okay, so that second clip, that's the difference. So these are the two Emilys. Emily said that you only gave up custody because you were unfit. She literally called you an unfit mother, knowing not a fucking thing about you, by the way, Katie.
Right.
You would think a lawyer would actually do real research and she didn't look past anything other than, Katie didn't have custody of her kids, must mean she's an unfit mother. But she didn't look into the fact that, like you said, Matt was down there every fucking day. You never missed a visitation. Oh, by the way, you didn't have a fucking roof over your head. This is why.
Or a car. Or let me just say this really quick. When I went to the facility, my ex-husband allegedly stole my car from me because he had a tracking device on it. So I didn't have a car, I didn't have a job, I didn't have a place to live, and I had 3 kids. What would any mother do? They would want their kids to have a place to sleep. So that's what I did. Mm-hmm. She made it seem like I made all these choices because I wanted this better life. That's not how it was. I was literally making decisions day by day to try to help all 4 of us. And I didn't have a lawyer. And he had a really amazing lawyer. So I'm just dealing with this on my own. It's actually so hurtful that she can't see beyond just wanting to destroy my character.
Mm-hmm. And she never apologized to you for what she has done to you. She never, in fact, she doubled down. Yeah. She doubled down and said, well, at least I said it to her face. That's the difference. You fucking bitch. How dare you? And Katie, I saw what you did for your kids as being very selfless. That's probably the hardest decision you ever had to make as a mom. Excuse me. I, as a mom, as a human being, I see it as being very selfless. I see that as an act of love toward your kids. Not at all that you were unfit or a horrible mother. I see it as the fucking opposite, and fuck her. Fuck her. Yeah. For saying that. And I'm sorry, but she doesn't want us to start talking about the things that she has said about her fucking kids and how it's affected her other children by only focusing on the one, that needed all the attention and making all of his problems public. So there's a lot to be said about Emily as a mother.
Yeah.
If people wanted to go there, I'm not going to go there. I will simply direct my anger and my rage toward her as a human being. And I think she is fucking trash. Print that. I will say it over and over. I don't care. I don't feel bad. I won't take it back. No. Listen to that clip, and that is what she did to you, and it's fucking unforgivable. I'm sorry. I'm so angry, and I'm...
well, thank you. But I will go there because you can Google it and look it up. How would a mother allow her kids to be around a man whose ex-wife allegedly accused him of sexual assault?
Correct.
You can look that
allegedly.
up because that's in the court cases too, which I didn't bring up.
People. No, and that's the thing. That
How
is
good of a mother are you? You're allowing a man to be around a person with sexual assault. If you really want to call out being bad mother, then allegedly your husband was accused of sexual assault. So
that's that. And listen, I'm sorry, but I hate to be this way, but it's kind of like an eye for an eye. She dug her own grave when she did that to you and chose to not only not apologize to you and have any regrets. She doubled down and said, well, at least I said it to her face. Yep. Fuck you. Yep. As if that makes it better. It doesn't. She is a trash human being. Don't be fooled. And Heather, I don't think you're much better. Now, you're not Emily Simpson, but I'm just going to say I'm not buying your little, heroine act when you are trying to save Carmella from the mom shaming that Vicki's doing, because you didn't do that for Katie. And that's who you are. That's Heather chose to not do that for you. And she's doing it for Carmella. And I don't think it's because she's had a change of heart. I think she wants the audience to like her again. That's what I will say.
I was happy to talk about all of this on camera with someone else. I'm serious. I really was, because so many mothers go through it. I was like, this is a relatable topic. And in fact, the best thing to come out of doing this show is all the charitable shit I got to do. Raise money for Laura's house, the battered women and children shelter here in Orange County. Talk about domestic violence at a conference that I got to do for thousands of people. That shit matters to me. It wasn't that I want to be on the cover of People and be famous. It was cooler that I got to raise money for women who went through what I went through, to pay it back a little bit for the people that helped me. But they just wanted me to look whatever. And with Carmella, they're lifting her up. They're putting her on a pedestal. Oh, what you're doing is amazing. Different people have different parenting styles. What? What?
It is shocking. It is just some fuckassery that I watch this show and I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God, they truly are garbage. The way that they're treating Carmella is completely different than the way they're treating you. I do also, going back to, you said, well, Jami, what's the difference between me and Carmella? Well, like I said, she is a white presenting woman. You are not. But also, they're trying to make up for past seasons. Because the audience turned on those women, rightfully so. Still, to some degree, the audience fucking hates these women. And again, rightfully so. They're trying to make up for it by being nice to the new girl who isn't blonde-haired and blue-eyed.
Right. Well, but I said this morning to Matt, they think the audience is dumb. We say this all the time.
Correct.
They think the viewers are dumb. They think they're smarter than them. They think that they can fake falling and fake, get your head out of my vagina. Like, it's not funny and it's fake and we're not dumb.
Exactly. You and I were texting this morning and I'm like, these women are insulting our intelligence.
Yes.
None of this is real. And like our friend Stu said, he's like, none of these women even like each other. They're not friends. None of them are friends in real life. They're not. They don't hang out together. Gina and Emily do, but that's because they're trauma bonded because the audience has always hated them and they have to make their fuck ass TikToks that get 2 views. So, I mean, that's what pulls them together. But other than that, I mean, there just really are no genuine friendships. Well,
Gina
women.
has friends outside of the show. I don't know how many, but she has friends. According to people that I know that used to do soccer with her, she never showed up at a game. But anyways, and then Emily doesn't have a lot of friends. She has a rotating wheel of people that come in and out of her life. One of her ex-best friends that I won't name has talked to me a lot, and she has treated her like trash. I'm like, well, join the club.
Well, not shocked at all.
Not shocked. No.
Have you also heard on social media that she now is estranged from her mother-in-law who funds her lifestyle, allegedly?
Again?
I'm hearing this, and I don't know if it's true. but I'm hearing it over and over. People are talking about it a little bit more in the comments that she's allegedly estranged, like her mother-in-law doesn't speak to her anymore. And I'm just like, maybe that's why she wore that ugly fucking onesie in Vegas, because she can't afford it now that her mom cut her off, her mother-in-law.
Well, I will say that if I saw somebody, my daughter-in-law on TV, treating my son like absolute shit, and all I do is fund your life, yeah, bitch, I wouldn't talk to you either.
Good point.
Or maybe that you allegedly didn't know my grandchild couldn't read because you're never home, allegedly. So I probably would not like you either.
And tell me again how Katie's an unfit mother?
Right. Exactly. I'm actually home. I'm an actual housewife, like it or not. Me sometimes not like it because I want to work, but whatever. Like, I'm home with my kids all the time.
Yes.
I just signed up to volunteer in Bandon's class again this year.
Yes,
I'm
and I
home.
know this. No, you are. And I will just say, not that you need to prove anything to anybody, but it is a fact that those same kids that Emily wanted to weaponize against you, you have a beautiful relationship with every single one of your beautiful children. What does that say about you? And what does that say about your resilience, that you got out of a really bad situation? You were always laser focused on being a mom.
Yeah.
So
why can't we talk about that, though? Why can't we talk about what women have survived? And not just domestic violence, not just divorce, other things that women are so not uplifted for. Why can't we talk about that? Killing this misogynistic glass ceiling that we're in. Like, why can't we talk about that? Why does it have to be you're bad, I'm good? There's, why? Like, if this is a show for women by women, let's do that.
yeah, if you're not a good person though, and you are absolutely miserable in every sense of the word, like Emily Simpson, all you can put out is misery. All you can do is be angry and judgy and mean and nasty to other women. She is not a girl's girl who wants to uplift women. She's fucking miserable.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Yeah.
So that is what she's going to give. And I'm not saying it's an excuse, but that I think is the reason that that's what she gives. What do they say? What's that saying? It's like, you get what you give, or you give what you get. I don't know. She's miserable, so that's what she gives.
Well, I'm kind of happy about that.
Yeah, she kind of deserves it. Ayo, I said it. Okay, let's talk about the episode a little bit, obviously. Okay, so, I mean, again, it's another snoozer, but that's not a shock.
Golly.
They're in Vegas, and they
Wait one second.
Please.
Why did Jen take one of Shannon's handbags? Did you recognize that?
It was dumb. It was the dumbest thing. It was like her punishment for having to give up her room to Shannon, who was being a Karen over the room situation. She's like, well, I'm going to take one of your bags and not give it back. And then Shannon's like, well, I want to wear my green bag that you took, my green Valentino. So she's like, then I had to give it back. Okay, this is the storyline.
You offered to switch rooms, and then you take her bag because you're that broke? I don't get it.
It was just weird. It was just some dumb little thing that gave them something to talk about for 2 milliseconds. And it was, once again, very uninteresting. Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
No one.
At all. They go to the Grand Canyon, and again, it's a lot of screeching by Vicki and Shannon. It's a lot. Oh my God. And like, oh, the sky thing. I really don't even have the energy to go into the outfits. Maybe we will. But I texted you, and I was just so angry over everybody's choice of outfit except for Tamara.
Yes. I love her jacket, her red
Tamara
jacket.
looks cute.
I actually texted her and asked her where she got that.
I want her pants.
It was Revolve.
I love those barrel
It's all
pants.
Revolve. So cute.
Oh, so cute.
Did you notice in the black car on the way to the Grand Canyon, Carmela was on the phone with her kid, checking on her daughter because she's very sick. I totally understand. The way that Gina was glaring at her, and then the way Gina looked at her when Carmela was explaining, oh, my boyfriend's taking care of them. And she's like, well, he should.
Yeah, very judgy.
You know, like, right. She was literally looking at her with disgust. And that's the real Gina. Not this, oh, that's so sweet. Oh, we have different parenting styles. That was the real one. That's what
Agree
you saw.
with you. Agree with you. And I clocked that as well. First of all, also Vicki was sitting there silent because she was taking it all in so she could throw it back in her face later. That's what was going on there. And Gina, who are you to school Carmela on what a boyfriend situation should be? He's not even a step parent. They're not married. He is her boyfriend. So who the fuck are you to say that what anybody's dynamic and relationship can be? It is a very complex situation when you are a mother and you have children and you bring a man or a partner into your life who's not their father, whether you're married or not. It doesn't always just fit in perfectly like a puzzle piece. And you know what? Sometimes that's okay. Sometimes you just have to deal with what it is. And Gina needs to step the fuck back and not tell Carmela that, well, that's what a step parent should be doing. It shouldn't matter. They should take care of them like a real parent. No, that's actually not how it always works. It's not.
And to her point of the shit she said, everyone has different parenting styles.
Correct.
You said that, Gina.
Yeah, but she didn't mean it. She didn't mean it.
Unless you're abiding by her rules.
Yeah, and her rules are, she is, they're very, very judgy of Carmela. And it's so annoying. It's like there's so much to judge on everybody's lives, mine and yours included. Yeah. But like you could be getting to know Carmela. Here she is showing you that she's a good parent. She's checking in on her daughter. Oh, I feel so bad. And she's being vulnerable and saying like, Chad, I think that's his name. I don't know. Her boyfriend, he's not the parent. I am. I'm the one who, and she was being honest. There's nothing wrong. She wasn't disparaging him or it's not the moment for a new friend to step in and go, oh, wait, hold on. Did you just say you're the parent and he's not the parent? Well, hold on. He should be the parent. Gina, fuck off. Who are you to say what he should and shouldn't be to her kids? It's just weird.
Well, never mind.
No, never mind. What were you going to say? Just saying.
I was going to say, well, not all of us move into a 3-bedroom with 6 kids and 5 bunk beds. So we all can't cohabitate like that. And it's all like kumbaya all of a sudden. We all go at our own pace of how our modern families work and work out. And we find our rhythm and our culture in our own modern families.
And then break up with that guy for a storyline and devastate your kids and then bring him back.
And then bring him back with a fake lab diamond. Yes.
Heather Dubrow's alleged lab diamond dealer.
And she's giving away. Did you see that she has a giveaway with the lab diamond dealer? She has a giveaway. You can win a diamond because my party, you could fish for diamonds and now you can win your own. And that's her.
No, thank you. Gina Casita needs to take a step back and stop judging Carmela. And she's just, they're all pretending like they're good human beings and that they're better than last season, but they're not.
No,
they're not.
It comes out. It comes out. You can't hide it.
It comes out. Yeah, the mask slips every now and then.
Well, you know what else slipped? Emily let it out when she said to Jen when they were alone and just happened to talk about Shannon. Crazy. She said, I think you should address Shannon about her tantrums. So you are admitting that Shannon has tantrums because in your press, you and Gina both said that you don't see that doesn't happen with Shannon. But now you're like, oh yeah, she does have tantrums. You should address that.
Yeah, here you are being a producer trying to create storylines about Shannon and her fits, but you already said she doesn't have fits. So which is it?
Right. Yeah, which is it?
Strange.
I know. I clocked that. I was like, that's interesting.
Yeah, Emily's a fake. They go to the Grand Canyon. It was nothing interesting about it. And then they go and they chicken out on the freaking zip line. Who gives a fuck? Yes. Then they get in this shopping cart to ride back to the hotel and act like it was the best thing ever. Girl, you would not be wanting to ride in a fucking open shopping cart around Vegas if I took you to Vegas.
Gina got us a ride home. And I'm like, you mean production did? And you're setting it up. And then you get in the shopping cart and production is telling you guys, act excited. Yeah, scream and yell, lift your arms up. It's not fun. You're exhausted. You're in Vegas. So it's so contrived. It is exhausting to watch.
But I will say a crusty-ass shopping cart is very on brand for Casita.
Agreed.
Okay.
Did you notice at the gambling table, Jen started off, so Carmela, what do you think about this? It was like that. Okay, so
Producer.
I've told you guys that they'll stop production and they'll come over and whisper something in one of our ears and then all of a sudden it'll be out with it. That's what had happened. That's you just saw an example of it. They came over and said, ask Carmela how she feels about X, Y, and Z. Yeah. It was so oddly placed, oddly edited. It was so not natural. It was not conversational. It was so weird. It was just another time for them to interrogate Carmela.
Yes. And I now, like I said, I went to the school, the reality school of Katie Janela, and now I watch the show through your lens as much as possible. And I saw that as well. That's the way it came off to me, was that she got a tap on the shoulder like, hey, babe, we got to get something going. We got to get some info out of Carmela. We got to keep this storyline going. We're going to need you to ask her about that. So then Jen, the same one who said, who found this Grand Canyon? Like, who found this? Who found all this? Oh my God. Shut the fuck up. Then she's like,
that was...
oh God.
It wasn't funny. I think she was trying to be funny, maybe.
I know. And it was just funny. Like, girl, she is fighting for her life on this show, I will say. And that's got to just be somewhat slightly satisfying to you.
A little bit, but I wish we could go back to the old, not their behavior, but the old Roni days where they have so much money. This is just fun for them.
Yeah.
This is like a hobby. And so they're just having a good time. They don't care. They're just doing their thing. Let's go to that. The people that are fighting for their lives to keep their paycheck, that will ruin other people's lives to keep their spot, that's what I don't want to see anymore.
I agree with you. It's not entertaining at all. It just brings me to a dark place. And I'm like, why am I tuning in to watch this? This is horrible.
Right. That was one of those moments.
I hated this dumbass scavenger hunt.
We just did it on Ultimate Girls Trip. Why is this a new standard for Housewives that we have to do scavenger hunts? It was cute on Housewives. I mean, on Girls Trip. But this one, I'm like, why? And you didn't set it up, Heather.
No, Heather didn't. I definitely didn't set it up. And it was just so, oh God, it's just, and I hate to be this person that comes on this podcast every time we recap the show and just shit all over it. But what do you want from me? What is this show giving us?
Yeah, what was fun about it? What do you want us to laugh about? What was funny? God.
And Emily's ill-fitting, unhemmed, blah of a onesie jumpsuit. Girl, get a stylist. And here's the thing. I know you're estranged from your mother-in-law, so she's not going to front the bill for a stylist. Maybe that's why you've chosen to go rogue, but it shows. You need a stylist, girl. You need some help. And there ain't a single woman besides Tamra. I think Tamra has got a really good stylist working with her nowadays. I loved the pants.
It was mine.
All her outfits actually slayed. Hold on. I'm going to veer off. It's giving single white female for sure. Jen Pedrante's pants were exactly like Tamara's. And here's the thing. Maybe Jen didn't even know what Tamara was going to wear, but now I'm just on one. I'm a dog with a bone and I'm like, bitch, you try to copy her shit. You're trying.
Well, can I tell you?
Please.
So the tank top that Jen had on had like crystals with cuts open. It's a Zimmerman top.
Okay. So
I wore that last year and let her borrow it. And I have to check my closet to see if I got it back. That I wore it last year. I can show you a photo of it. I wore it. I wore it in New York for press. And I don't know if I have it back.
Can you report back on that?
I will.
Let us know.
I don't know if it's mine that she has on.
Right.
But I have that exact Zimmerman shirt.
Yeah.
White tank top. It has like 2 openings with crystals.
Yeah.
And I let her borrow a lot. In fact, when I had lunch the other day with some of her old friends, both of which didn't know each other before they were both fucked over by Jen. And she goes, she used to tell me all the stuff you let her borrow. And I was like, well, of course, we were good friends. I'm not going to be like, no, you can't wear this. You can't wear that. Take it, wear it. If I love you, I love you. You're welcome to my whole closet. I don't care.
Yeah.
That may be my shirt.
Well, like I said earlier, Katie, we like to give to those who need it most.
I'm tithing.
Not the tithing.
She passed the basket to me and I put in a sparkly Zimmerman shirt.
And a good stylist and glam team. You're literally going to heaven. You're definitely, I know I'm going straight to hell, but you're definitely going to heaven for what you've given to Jen Pedranti.
Hi, Lord, hand to God, I hope so. Shit.
That's the least you could get from this show. That's the least they can give you is a ticket into heaven.
By the way, I just heard a little Southern come out and I just made a TikTok about something, and so many people are commenting, "Oh, how did you say that word? It sounds very Southern." I think I've just been home by myself, so it just comes out, just like twangy this and twangy that. Oh my God.
I love it. Can you do a Southern accent?
I can say like, I don't know, like give me, okay. I used to live in Georgia and I used to drive a Honda Civic. I mean, I used to have an accent. Hardcore.
You did? I wish that I could hear that. I am probably horrible when I do when I imitate people or do what do you call it? Impersonations, but I think I could do a pretty good Southern accent. Well, it's going to be exaggerated and clownish. It's going to be fully well, I don't know, little party lady. Let's go down to the parlor and get ourselves some whiskey.
You sound like Danny Bucco. You sound like Danny Bucco.
Oh, God.
You do. That was him. Mine is more like instead of saying straw, I say straw. I'm drinking out of a straw.
Yeah,
and
that is.
Foil is full.
Full.
Full. And I say things sometimes, and when I call Bandon, I'm like, Bandon? And he's like, Katie? And I'm like, damn it came out, But at those times, it does come out. Like when I'm mad,
Bandon?
it comes.
Get
I'm
your
like,
little booty butt over here, little boy, little whippersnapper. Get in the back of this lifted truck, and we're going to go down to the Walmart and go get us some groceries and some full.
That's so me when I'm mad. And with perimenopause, I'm fucking mad a lot. Oh,
I am raging. The other day, I warned Steve because he had been telling me all week, I really want to go to dinner. And he had been craving this one particular restaurant. And I had just had a day. I was irritated with everything, every little thing. People breathed in my space. I'm like, fuck off. I was so irritated. Then I went to the gym and I've switched this is first world problems, but I have switched my workouts to 4 p.m. instead of 8 a.m. And it's like an indoor outdoor type vibe. There's no AC. The fans barely work. It is a sauna in there. And I was doing lower body day that gets my heart rate up. I was so angry through the whole workout. I didn't want to be there, but I was like, fuck, I have a trainer and I can't bitch out right now. I have to get through this. I came home and I tried to get out of dinner because I was just in a mood. And so I was like, fine. I said, Steve, I will go to dinner with you, but just know I am not going to be good company. He's like, whoa. We ended up having a great time and a cocktail and I calmed right down.
That's the only thing that works for me. Last night I smoked a giant pre-roll. I was like, this is the only thing that's going to help me.
Yes, queen. And I am breaking my own advice because I did say that I was going to start smoking a J or eating an edible before I ever watch OC, but sometimes that's just not feasible. But I need to because I watch this show and I just go, the audacity of these women. And even toward the end, what were they?
Yeah.
We need, girl. Okay. When they were at that table, and you're going to have something to say about this. I'm looking at your face right now.
I know what you're going to say.
I need your reaction. Heather Dubrow, of all people, to give sexy time advice with your husband? Are you fucking kidding me, girl? I know you fucking lying. Katie?
I thought it was reverse cowgirl every night. That's what you said before.
Right.
You love reverse cowgirl every night. And now you're saying you have to schedule it and you don't want it. Interesting. Which one is it?
Well, it's
But you love to talk about sex because
Katie,
you think that...
Neither. And I think you know that. We don't need to go there, but
Well, we're going to save that for the book. When we got a book, we're going to
for
save
the book,
that.
the BMW book. Yeah.
Right.
I would put big money on no sex in that marriage. That's just me, allegedly, maybe, perhaps. But what do I know?
would agree, and especially if you have separate bedrooms on separate floors, that would be difficult. The other thing I want to point out about that is Heather stroking Shannon's ego.
Correct.
You deserve somebody that would be, you've never been loved by the right person, or however the fuck she said it. Do you think, Mac Janella came in here and he told me this because he watched the clip and he was like, who the fuck wants to deal with all of that day to day? Everyone villainized John Jansen, but honestly, if you look at her antics, John is a fucking saint for dealing with that for that long. She almost allegedly ran over his daughter with her car. Like he put up with a lot of shit from that woman. And Matt's like, Heather's all talking about how she she hasn't been deserved, or she deserves the love that she hasn't gotten before. Who is going to do that? Who's going to do that? And I said, well, I told Matt, I said, well, allegedly her alimony runs out or has run out. Maybe that's why she needs a man.
Maybe. You know what? Matt brings up a really great point. Who wants to deal with all that? Shannon is a lot.
Yeah.
Like a lot. Like give me your room a lot. Like she's a lot. Run into your planter bed and almost allegedly hit your daughter a lot. Like that's a lot. So you're trying to act like that's the prize. Also, and of course, Pick Me Vicki would say this because her whole world has always centered around a stupid man. Okay. And I mean stupid, like cancer scammer stupid. Okay. For Vicki to be like, Vicki says, well, if you're not taking care of your man, somebody's going to. Oh, that is the most pick me thing to ever. If you're not taking care of your man, somebody's going to, as if the man is a shrine and a king that when he comes home from work, you need to drop to your knees and service him because he works so hard. And if you don't do that, somebody's going to do it. Oh, it doesn't matter that you're raising a million kids, that you're carrying the weight of the fucking world on your shoulders, that you're in perimenopause, your hormones have crashed, and you're stressed out over this, and the other thing. Oh, but drop to your knees, take care of that man because somebody else is going to do it. I don't live with a fear mentality, unlike Vicki.
No.
I just... Girl, if that's what I have to do, if I have to always be thinking about I have to service this man, motherfucker, somebody else can service him. I will service him when I want to. How about that?
That's the thing. You just called it out. If you're worried that your man is going to be serviced by someone else, that's not your man.
It's not.
That's not your man. That is somebody else's man, and they can have him.
I don't worry about that. And here's the thing. Every human being is flawed. I'm not sitting here saying that it would be impossible that any man I'm with, that my husband would go out on me. I strongly believe he wouldn't and hasn't, and that hasn't been an issue in our relationship. I don't check his phone. I don't even have his location, to be honest with you. I think I should from a safety standpoint. We probably should.
Yeah.
But we're just not, that's not our relationship dynamic. I don't ever think about, well, fuck, I better drop to my knees right now because he's going to get serviced by someone else. No. Vicki is a pick-me, and that's what she thinks, and she projects how her fucked up way of thinking on everybody else, and it's just not the case. It's not how women need to live. And also, I'll go a step further. I don't like this trope that women who are single need to put themselves out there. No, we don't.
No.
I can totally imagine, I don't want to put this out into the ether, but if I was ever a single woman for any reason, maybe I want to be alone for like a very long time. That sounds fun sometimes. Like, what if I want to fucking spend time with my girlfriends or I don't know. Like, I don't subscribe to, got to put yourself out there. Got to go hook you in a man. Got to have a man. No, I don't.
Well, but that's why I think they're doing it is because they know the financial ruin she's in. Allegedly, according to somebody that's very close to her. They're like, you need to be taken care of. Your alimony's going to run out. I was told that. Yeah. I mean, she was borrowing money for a facelift. I was told that she has no savings, no retirement, no money, nothing. So maybe that's why they're saying that.
That makes a lot of sense. And I had actually forgotten that she literally is spending almost $11,000 a month on rent.
Right.
But she had to borrow $65,000 for a facelift. What does that tell you? Maybe we're overspending based on what our monthly intake is. Yeah,
and
she's a mess.
If that's the case, just 101 for girls in their 20s that are listening. If you have to borrow money for plastic surgery, you don't get the plastic surgery.
Probably not a good, and I understand it can be life-changing for people and everybody's got to make their own decisions, but financially, being from a financially sound standpoint, I don't think that is a good decision. But Shannon doesn't know a good decision to save her life.
Yeah.
That part. What else did they say at this damn dinner? They also, and then of course, Vicki's apology to Carmela. I hated this. You know what it reminded me of? When she put her arm around Carmela, the way that I would have swiped that woman's nasty hand off my body. I just, get away from me. It reminded me of when Heather Dubrow tried to comfort you after she came for you on the reunion. Fuck you. Don't touch
Katie,
me.
Just want to apologize. Are you okay?
A little too late for that.
They realize in those situations how they're going to look. Because if everyone's telling you it doesn't look good, you know the viewers are going to think the same thing. So you try to save your ass. I would have, I think, because a lot of people are pointing out that Carmella is not lunging at Vicki. First of all, it's her first season. Give her a little bit of grace. Also, to in my perspective, my experience, when you have a bunch of people coming at you, it's not as easy as you think when there's a bunch of cameras around you. Okay? It's not as easy. You do have, like Teresa said in Girls Trip, you do have to process a little bit, right?
Yeah.
I would have said, thank you for your apology. I accept it. But what you did, what you said, I would have gone into it.
Yeah.
That's all I would have done.
I agree with you. I agree. And I would have schooled her and been like, maybe you ought to think again before you mom shame others. And see, but here's me. And see, Carmella probably doesn't know all the lore. But like for me, the way I would have brought up the cancer scam, the way I would have brought up like all the shit, like, oh, you literally stood by your cancer scamming toothless boyfriend who, after you literally heard that he told your daughter's husband to hit her, bitch, don't tell me how to raise kids. Do not.
I know. I literally said to Matt this morning, I should have done better research. I should have watched more than I did because I went into it like, I'm going to, no blinders. I'm going to go on this, eyes wide open, authentic. I'm going to meet these people where they meet me. That was fucking dumb. I should have learned their antics, learned their lie, like the tells. I should have learned that.
Yeah.
And I didn't. And I strongly advise Carmella, if she's asked back for another season, to do that.
Oh, I do too. The one moment I did like with Carmella was in her confessional. It's little tiny things like this that are like, ooh, that's a Housewives moment. When she was in her confessional talking about Vicki, and she goes, literally, fuck that woman. Fuck her. And then she goes and takes a drink of her Monster Energy drink. I was like, that's Housewives. Like,
and your scooter. And her scooter. Fuck her and her scooter. I know.
I was like, I like this. I do.
This. I like that. Yeah.
Yeah. I want more of that spice and like, fuck her. You know what I mean? Like, and her scooter. And then she takes a drink of the Monster Energy. Who drinks Monster Energy at all? Like, apparently Carmella does.
It's so bad for you. No, I like her mostly. She's growing on me. I'm not a stan yet, but I like her.
No.
But I just, again, I wish that there was a stylist or somebody that would look over eyebrows and clothing.
Skinny
jeans.
Wish.
And eyebrows.
Skinny jeans and eyebrows. And Spanx pleather leggings, Shannon.
Man, those have only come out once. I'm
boy,
pretty happy
oh
about
boy. That is an unflattering look on any woman. Here's the thing. And I am not a styling goddess, but I do know a little bit. And here's what I will say. When you are going, if you're going to wear some Spanx pleather leggings, okay, the last thing you should wear with it is a blazer that stops at the widest point in your body. That where half your butt cheeks show and half don't. You basically need to wear an oversized blazer. You need to wear something that covers your full ass.
Right.
Or, right? You know what I mean? Like that just, it's not cute. It's not cute. And I will just say that, not that Shannon's going to take our advice because she's allergic to good advice. Is there anything else we need to address? I know we really went through a range of emotions on this one.
Well, I appreciate you letting me vent. I will never get over it. It's so hurtful. And not only did I have to live it, I have to relive it all the time now. And it's hurtful. And my kids were affected by it deeply.
Yeah.
Still are. I mean, I've told you, my daughter still has a lot of struggles with it. Yeah. And so I'm still dealing with it. So for it to be weaponized was hard. And to see Carmella be met with such kindness and grace, that hurt me a lot.
Yeah, it's like you want that for Carmella. You're not saying you don't want that for her, but like, why couldn't you get the same from the same exact women, by the way?
Correct.
The treatment is just like so black and like it's just black and white. It's opposites of the way that they treated you versus what they did with Carmella. And those are just genuine human feelings. And not because we're, just because I'm biased and we're very good friends. I see that. as somebody who from the outside looking in, that is always how I saw it. I came to my feelings about how they treated you before I ever spoke a word to you. I did not know you from Adam.
Right.
And that is how I felt. And it's just only being further corroborated and confirmed when I see the way that they're treating Carmela. And it's like, I'm thinking the same thing as you. Like, are we fucking kidding? Like, is this like the way that they're treating her and Uplift? Oh my God, you have a restraining order? That's so interesting. Wait, both of your exes cheated on you and you're still with one of them and you're not even divorced from the other one. And oh my God, you don't even live in Orange County. Great. What the hell is going on? So yeah. Okay. This has been fun, but actually not really. Shall we get out of here?
Yes, please. Okay, BMWs, we need your help. Our spicy hot takes and tears have landed us on the Bravo cell block, and you can help us by putting money on our books by leaving us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts and subscribing to our YouTube, please.
Yes, search up Bravo's Most Wanted on YouTube, hit subscribe. We are growing. We're putting out like at least 4 episodes a week. You can see the faces we make. You can see the eye rolls. You can see our dogs. You can see Katie building out her beautiful podcast studio background.
It's in works. It's in works.
The way that I was so excited over one fake ass plant.
Because there's color now.
I was like, oh, it was like that Kylie Jenner, like, you're doing great, Kylie. I'm like, I love that plant. Look at that plant go.
I mean, it's got a lot of work to go, but we're getting there. We're moving and shaking. Yeah.
We're moving and shaking. And you guys, don't forget, you can leave us a voice message at speakpipe.com/Bravo. That's SPEAKPIPE.com/Bravo. Ask us your burning questions. Leave a comment about the show. We'd love to hear from you. But until next time, see you later.
Bye.